the team found something. We're on our way.
Oh, wow. What would a jungle adventure be without
race.
a snake?
This is a
Are
cool
you guys rolling?
snake.
We're rolling. Okay.
Probably
Looks
one
like
of
it's gonna
my
stay put if I
favorite snakes. I'll go on a limb and say, pun intended. They are just so cool looking.
Turn back.
Perfect camouflage.
It's okay. They're non-venomous, but they are
Also
biting.
aggressive, which made it fun to catch.
Stay back. See if I can
Non-venomous,
just
yeah.
Get it out of
Yeah,
the street.
non-venomous.
Good training.
They may be rear fanged, but they're generally non-venomous.
Oh man.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to let it
Seen
chew
biting
on
me.
you. Some of the rear fang
Can you snake hook
colubrids
him?
can have a
Got
mild
it.
toxic.
See if we can calm down. All right. There we go. That was intense.
So vibrant.
Definitely turned around and struck in a few times. Luckily, this is a non-venomous species of snake. It looks almost like a green mamba. In
It
a way.
really does look like
so
a green
there's like
mamba.
a part of my brain
I wonder if we.
that's like, don't get bit by the snake. See that? See it striking?
I wish we
Look
showed
how
a
it's flattening
comparison.
out
of this
its
video. I
neck.
should have thrown up a
The more
green
calm
mamba
I
shot.
am,
Because the way they
calm the
flatten their
snake
neck out,
Pretty
Yeah.
rare
Makes
to
them
come
look very
across one
mamba.
of these racers
Yeah.
because
So
typically
cool.
they're found much higher up in the canopies.
This snake
hunting
ended up being,
for anything that it could fit in its
Max's
mouth.
lock
We're
screen
talking
for a while,
lizards,
I think.
frogs,
Really?
and
Yeah.
even birds. I just had to take this opportunity
Even the
to
way its
present
jaw
this
shape looks like a mamba.
beautiful snake up close like
of course, they don't have that like black mouth.
We've got an
and
audience
tongue.
of monkeys right overhead that are probably looking at me like I'm crazy. And all the things I've seen in Thailand so far, this is by far the coolest find.
You know, the camera really picked up the striking on the
getting
snake.
close.
Like we got
I
some
can
nice
feel it.
lighting for it
This
too.
is exactly the environment we need to search. See this underhang? I'm gonna get my flashlight out and I'm gonna get up under there. I have a feeling this is the perfect spot to find what we're looking for today. You see something, Mark? Oh my goodness.
Boom.
Guys,
Cluster.
got him.
Wedged up in there.
See him? Oh yeah. Man,
It was a pod
Oh my
of
goodness.
violin
There's
beetles.
about 8 of them. And
it
see,
really
8 of them?
smelled
There's
under
about
there.
8 of them.
Oh
It,
no.
was it had
Underneath
a
this
wet,
stump of this
damp,
log
like
here.
mold.
And I feel like if I can
Smell.
just get
Odor
my jar
and,
on top of them, then I have
mixed
a good
with that
chance.
That sting
Getting
of
it
the
into an
acid.
film.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna use this. Wish me luck, guys. Here we go.
Yeah, and at this point, like we didn't know like how dangerous the acid was. Like again, the locals were very careful.
That's not working.
Are they moving
And,
around in
they
there?
they
fast.
did not want to catch it.
They're really fast.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they did
A lot
not
more
want to mess
challenging
with
than
it.
I thought. Oh. You guys smell that? Smell that jar. That's the smell of the acid they spray. That is pungent. Okay, I'm gonna need to use my sunglasses.
smells a
if I
lot
get
like
sprayed
white
in the eye.
vinegar.
This is
Yeah, it
one of
had
the real
like a
dangers
kind
of
of like a
this animal
searing
is
effect.
you get it in
Some
your eyes,
somewhere
the locals
between
down here
urine
say that
and
you
white
can go
vinegar
blind, so
is where I would put the
just gotta wear
scent.
these
Deeply
sunglasses.
unpleasant.
Yeah, not what you want, and very
have to grab
very
one.
strong.
Got one right here. Just wanna try to get the catch.
Not quite as strong as like smelling salts, but they were on that
It's gonna be
wavelength.
gnarly. Got one. Got one. Got him. Got
Good
it.
get.
Yep, got the big one
Get in
too.
the jar. Oh my gosh. That was
They're all
crazy.
similar in size, but that was definitely.
All right. We got it, guys.
I was pumped. How did you
Yeah.
feel
And it was
finding
nice.
that? Because again, impromptu adventure.
Oh yeah, this was probably one of the more rewarding finds because it was impromptu and we just used what we had researched about it to find it ourselves. You know what I mean? Like no one knew where they were exactly.
Yeah.
We just went out there. We used our knowledge and found it. It kind of tickles a primal part of your brain. You know?
It does. Like it brought me back to the turtle frog video a little bit. Circumstances were definitely more in our favor to find this creature, but yeah, that treasure hunt of it all. It's almost like fishing. for you.
Yeah. No, I love fishing from the beach for our local game fish, which is striped bass here, and it's you got the whole open ocean to fish. I like fishing for them from the beach, and you got to kind of use a little bit of strategy to find out where they're going to swim by, close to shore where you can potentially catch them. But this was very much scratching that part of my brain. It felt nice.
Yeah, you have to be a real student of the environment
Yeah.
to not only like locate animals and where they live, but actually like be able to get hands on, or in your case, get one on your hook.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, super fun.
that defense mechanism. All right, let's.
So I had sunglasses on, obviously, because I didn't want any of the acid
where we
spray in my
can-
eyes when I was in that log. Now I want to
It
talk
was
about
stinky, yeah.
how uncomfortable that was. So I really got in there. And
Yeah,
it doesn't-
you were tucked up.
It doesn't look quite as bad from the angle of the camera.
Well, it's like you're working on a car. Like you're like rolled under the log.
Yeah. Now, let me just also address the fact that there's stinging ants, biting centipedes,
This
all
is not-
kinds of other animals that could tear up my back. Like I'm like back on the rainforest floor. This is not with like leaf litter and all the debris where that stuff hides.
Mm-hmm.
Spiders and stuff, snakes.
Well, we looking for the Thai bark scorpion. We kind of draw out the journey in the video, but they were everywhere.
Yeah.
Like when we turn on the black light, they would just be like 5. Like it's like
Yeah.
not a place you necessarily want to lie down. You know.
Little spoiler alert. Yeah, that video is not out yet. Coming soon. But
Yeah.
yes, there's a lot
It was
in that.
bad. It was bad.
There's a lot you don't want to get tagged by laying down. So there's a little bit of uncomfort from behind, and then probably like putting your hand in there. Like I don't know what lives in there.
Yeah, jeez.
I don't know if there's a snake coiled up
Yeah,
in that log. There's no way to suss it out. And that's probably like, it's my whole arm.
Yeah, no, you were really reaching up there.
So I'm like laying down underneath this log, which I don't know if the log's going to collapse on me. This is like a rotten log. It's not like well fortified. So that was the other thing I'm thinking, like, man, if I disturb this incorrectly, I'm going to catch a face full of like rotten log, and that's going to be bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's just a whole lot of reasons this was very uncomfortable.
Yeah, once you got it, we kind of scooted out back towards the riverbank.
And again, first catch from violin. I don't know if they bite, scratch, spray. I don't know what they're going to do to me. Luckily, it wasn't that bad.
Oh my. Closer look at the violin beetle, Thailand. Luckily,
Get out
there's
there.
more where this
Backed
came
out of there
from,
the
but
first chance you got.
Yeah, I was like, time to go. Let's get out. Let's go back to the water.
There we go. Look at that. Whoa. Are you kidding me?
Really
Have
cool.
you ever
Just
in
so
your
weird.
life
Yeah,
seen anything
Weird
like
in a
that?
good way. Again, like
totally alien.
weird is a good
Clearly
word.
see
Yep.
why it
A
gets
lot of
its
times
name.
weird is a negative
Violin
word.
Beetle.
I mean, in the United States, you think
Like
of
a violin.
cockroaches as our big insect, but
those
these
Wings
are
on the
massive.
sides of the
Way
body.
cooler than a cockroach.
Oh,
Yeah, somewhat translucent, giving it this lacquer-like appearance. So
And
I
they
would say
can
it's
fly.
accurately described. Now, they
like,
do
please
come
don't
in
leave.
a couple
Don't-
different color varieties.
Luckily, I knew where a
This
few
one
more were,
is
so
the
it
toffee
wasn't like a huge
brown
risk.
color. Trying to handle it with the utmost care. They have a very potent defense mechanism where they can actually secrete and even spray
Really fun one to
butyric
film.
acid. I can smell
Yeah,
it. Oh,
and again, it's one of those
definitely
creatures that
all
was
inside the jar.
happy
It almost
to
reminds
just
me of
hang.
smelling salts.
Once it knew it
It's
was
very
not in
pungent.
any
Like, makes
danger
your
of
eyes
being
water.
eaten.
You can
It was
imagine
happy
if you
just to
were
crawl
sprayed
across
with a
my
mouthful
hand.
or an
and
eyeful of that,
Didn't bite.
you'd immediately
Didn't have to
turn
worry
the
about
other
the sting. Did have to
direction.
worry about
like
the
that
spray.
shot.
Maybe
That's
asking
pretty cool.
yourself,
Yeah,
looking
it's
at
a
the
cool shot.
size of this insect,
And
Mark,
just
is
cool
that
environment
big
overall, like being
as
in
it
a
grows? Actually,
national
no.
park in the
It can
middle
be
of
up to
Thailand.
double
Yeah.
the size.
in the mountains.
Now, getting a closer look. Oh, whoa.
Now, do you know where they spray their acid from?
They secrete the acid from the abdomen. And my guess is from underneath. I'm actually gonna try to pin the beetle so we can see the underside and maybe we can see it spray. See that abdomen right
Putting on
there?
glasses there just in case
Yeah.
you
Likely
get a
secretes
eye full of acid.
that butyric acid.
So another
from the back of the
creature I've
abdomen.
worked with before is a vinegaroon.
Mm.
So they have a very similar spray defense
Mhm.
mechanism where they'll spray acid, and it smells almost
I just got
identical.
a huge waft of it, yeah.
So I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's the same
Also wanna show you,
same
look at
chemical
this.
mixture that they're
Look at
using.
the
Butyric
center
acid, I think.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
This beetle, it's got like serrated edges. It almost looks like a knife on both sides of it. It's
So
super
vinegaroon, for
bizarre,
those who don't
menacing.
know, is a
That
species of
head
whiptail
and neck
scorpion that lives in the
elongated.
desert.
It's like
Really
a giraffe
hardcore looking.
almost.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like a giant assassin
Could try to film another
bug
one of those
meets
next
a
time we go to Arizona.
That'd be fun.
Haven't
I'd like
filmed
to
one
see
of those
one.
in a
Yeah,
while.
It's a
I don't think I've gotten him
mantis. This
or
is
gotten close to one
truly
before.
the
Little fun
territory
fact: first
of
video I
bizarre
ever
insects.
hosted for Brave
Easily
Wilderness in the
most
field was with a
unique looking
vinegaroon.
insect
Oh, cool.
I have
Yeah,
ever held.
we should go back and watch that sometime and see how bad my
You can see it has
performance
very
was.
That'd be
long
fun.
antenna. It's going to be using those as sensories to navigate through the environment, and you can see how flat it is. Look at how flat its body is. It's specifically designed to fit between bark and bracketed fungus.
look how two
Between
dimensional
those two beady little eyes and those long horns.
Yeah, it's like somebody took a
antenna,
beetle and squashed
there's a
it.
set of jaws in the center of
And
the
the head
face.
is flat.
These violin beetles are great predators. It doesn't seem to be too dangerous, but you never can be too careful when you're dealing with exotic insects in uncharted territory. How about that? I would
So
call
dispel
that
a little
very
bit of the
successful
fear
adventure out
from this.
here in
You'll be
Cambridge
okay.
National
Yeah, you're gonna be
Park
okay.
in
These
Southwest
are not
Thailand. Coming
insects to
across
worry about.
What is, in my opinion,
I wouldn't
the
like
most bizarre
hold it up to your
insect
eyeball.
Yeah.
You know.
the violin beetle. All right, Let's put the beetle back under the log and head home.
I feel like it definitely had some local legend effect, you know, like
For sure.
yeah.
That was a good one, man. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, it was fun.